Good morning, Cheney, Washington. Welcome back for more exciting district championship action. Your master of ceremonies, Mr. Darin Gee.
Oh, here we come! Here we come! It's time to party with the boys! Woo! How we doing, Cheney? All right, welcome. For those that don't know, you are here in Cheney, Washington, up here just on the far east side. I'm welcoming those to the Pacific Northwest District Champions here up here. I want to thank those online. I want to welcome those online coming up here to help us experience this awesome game. And before we kick this off, I think it might be time for me to get out of here because this might be a little bit of issue. So I have a friend here who's going to help me. All right, just open it, guys. All right. I'm sure glad you're all here. It's awesome to see the teams. I've been watching this game for a couple days now. I've been sitting back, just kind of looking at ropes. Yes, I was one of the inspectors on the ropes. So I got to see what was happening on this field, and I got to say this. This game has made the entire process and the way teams are winning and the way teams are competing a completely different process that we've seen in past years. What do you guys think? I think First did an awesome job bringing this together because there's a theme behind all of this. Every part that these teams are competing with make a difference or a build up on that overall takeoff for the motherships to airships to take off with their minion robots as they attach their ropes and go up so that the mothership can take them back to their place in the sky. How's that? One thing I've really noticed though, the judges come to us up here, most of our volunteers, and say, what teams have made an impact to you? What teams really stand out when you see them? And my answer every time right now has been, this past weekend, I don't know. Every one of these teams deserves the award. There's gracious professionalism. There's sportsmanship. There's amazing excitement within the teams, the determination. And it gets back to that word we continue to say over and over. They're professionals. You students are showing professionalisms every time I see you on the field, excusing yourself, saying, oh, I'm sorry, recognizing the fact of there's other people and it's not your world. And it's really awesome, the impact you're making it. And it is your world, but it's your world with everybody next to you. That makes the world. So remember, today's activities of what's been happening, I want to talk to the students real quick. I want you to think about what's going on right now, okay? We're worried about our robot. We're kind of worried about the quality behind that robot. Is it how we doing in the qual standings, right? Where am I on those qual? Also, always worried about the judges. The judges, they show up in the blue shirts. You're freaking out because you got to get on the field, and the judges show up with their blue shirts ready to have a nice little interview for you, and you're stressing out about that. And then you're worried about, will we qualify to get to Houston? I want to go to the Houston Champs, right? Yeah? Hello? You know, those are all little worry things in here. But these are life experiences that are of just a point in time. And it just shows you what a fraction of what First is about, students. And with that, First really created a video to kind of give you a little bit of insight on maybe what you can do or what can be done as you continue on your journey of what First has had planned.
This isn't a robot. It very well may have hydraulic arms, a drivetrain, and a circuit board, but this isn't a robot. This is a lesson in humility. hard work and collaboration. This is a CrossFit workout for the muscle upstairs. This is an apple for the next generation of Newtons. It's a lot of things, but this isn't a robot. This is a roadmap that leads straight to engineering. This is a rock to shatter 1,000 glass ceilings, a rope to pull a generation up and out of poverty, a sledgehammer to break down cultural barriers, and a universal language spoken in every nation on earth. And because of that, this is a compass that can help point the way to peace. But please, don't think this is just a robot. This is Glastonbury for technology. This is mission control for the next moonshot. This is the Rosetta Stone to help translate the future. This is the sport that will help us win tomorrow. This is the software to program ourselves to cure cancer, build a clean engine, or step foot on Mars. But this isn't a robot. It's a machine to build the people who will change the world.
It's so true, students. And remember, and this is what I tell everybody all the time, you are the future, students, because I'm supposed to retire in like 5 years, right? I won't, I want to, that way I can do more stuff with robots, I think, probably. There's no exit plan, right? But you are the future, students, and what happens today is only just a smidgen of your journey in life, all right? So go out and make this world a better place than it is today, right? All the things that are going on right now, the decisions you make from today forward can impact the world. So remember, it's not who you are, it's what you do with what you have, all right? That's really cool stuff. And the other thing is that there's a person that saw the mentors who helped you students with your future. This person saw an idea out there that he started back in 1996. His name was Dr. William Murphy, and he founded this award for certain mentors who help students to become chief. And one of those awards that first has taken on is the Woodie Flowers Award. And that Woodie Flowers Award is a cool award because it recognizes those mentors who have gone that extra mile and done something extraordinary within that team, in your team, that they really want to recognize. And one of these people I look up to, because I think I look down to him, but I still look up to him. Anyways, one of these people is an amazing person. You can't judge him by his looks, but what you can do what you can do is listen to the words he says when he talks to you, because he's a very smart gentleman. And I really want to introduce him because he's a really cool guy. Let's bring out Mr. Eric Stokely.
Thank you. And thank you, Darin, for that amazing introduction. Don't judge me by my looks. You feel free to judge by my looks. I'm okay with that. So as many of you know, I was awarded the Woodie Flowers Award last year at the St. Louis Championship. And in a very few minutes, I'm going to have the pleasure of giving out the district finalist here at the Pacific Northwest District Championships, which you are all at, so good work there. Yeah, guys, celebrate your mentors. Every time we list, what does it take to run a team? The very, very, very first thing on that list, and the second thing on that list, is the mentors. The money, the kids, the building are all secondary. Without the mentors, these teams do not happen. So without any real further ado, I'm going to bring out all the finalists up here on the field from the Woodie Flowers from literally as far back as 2004. And we're going to indoctrinate the next member, and we're going to bring the nominees out front, and those are your nominees. And we're going to have a good time here. So thank you. Not on? There we go. Okay. So, by the way, there's a small bet. Anybody who knows me knows that I run my emotions really high. So, if I lose this, Adrian's going to take it over, all right? I'm good. Okay. So, Darin covered most of this first part, so we're going to skip most of that. So, I'm going to start right here. For 2017, First recognizes one mentor at each regional and one member of each district championships for the Woodie Flowers Finalist Award. At the first championships in April, one mentor will be selected from this year's finalists and all those renominated from prior year finalists, and will be presented with the 2017 championship award. That's the one that's been sitting in the pit, by the way. I have the honor. Hello. Jeez, just because you dress differently. Yeah.
Stand right about here.
Okay, so apparently it's where I was standing was the problem. Don't look over my shoulders. So here at the Championship. Here at the Pacific Northwest Championship, we are fortunate to have many dedicated, long-serving, oh, that sounds better. I'm starting over. Here at the Pacific Northwest Championship, we're fortunate to have many dedicated, long-serving, and talented mentors. They're standing behind me. They're also out in the audience. But we all know that our good fortune is the result of a building process that takes years. And we're going to celebrate one of our builders today. I'm good. This mentor has impacted the lives of students of all ages via deep involvement in FRC, FTC, and other initiatives. This impact is deep and broad, with students demonstrating growth in confidence and capability when it comes to problem solving and STEM skills. This leader has successfully built a group which multiplies the efforts of students and alumni to help develop and sustain robotics in our area. Many team members continue to benefit from the efforts of this mentor. So please help us in celebrating the winner of the 2017 Pacific Northwest Championship Woodie Flowers Finalist Award. He is a teacher, a strong leader, and a talented force multiplier. Many of you know him as Papa Bear. Wait for it. Can I get an oh yeah? for Mr. Ken Luthi from 2557.
Just standing here watching this experience go by me is just incredible. All right, that's so awesome. What do you guys think? One more big hand for it, guys. You bet. That's pretty cool. I never knew they called him Papa Bear. Guess what, Ken? So going on, there's some other stuff going on right now that we have a few speakers we want to bring out. One of these speakers, in a weird way, I work for him because based off an org chart, somewhere along the line, he's up there and I'm down here.
Darin?
Yep.
This just in, we have to change it up.
Okay, here we are. We're changing it up. We'll put that one aside. What we want to do is I want to introduce this person. You see her at a lot of the districts. You see her running around. You learn from her when she tells you to do something. I know I did. She's a great person to know. She's our event manager up here in First Washington. Let's give a warm welcome to Adrienne Rimey.
Thank you, guys. Sorry, we can't let Darin get too comfortable and think that he knows what's going on. We got to mix it up again a bit for him. So we have had a little bit of a challenge this morning because I get the pleasure of handing out one of my favorite awards. You see Susan Martucci over there, and I do it each at the district events. And I get to do this one at district championships this year. I get to hand out our Volunteer of the Year award. And I got to tell you, in this group, that is probably, well, I don't know, Cindy might disagree with me, but I think it's one of the toughest awards to hand out because we have so incredibly many outstanding volunteers that picking one is just hard. Now, this one in particular, I think has been around as long as I have, well, longer than I have, and this is my 11th season. This person is always patient and has a calming influence. Anybody who's ever worked with them or struggled on the field with connections or something like that has always appreciated the time that he takes to make sure that all of you are going to have the best match possible. He is always, at every event, helping out whenever he can, but of course, at this particular event, he decided not to come. So, my easy Volunteer of the Year, because he's always there, is making my life more difficult. But I would like to present this award to Tim Bennington Davis, who, guys, he is watching from Houston right now. So if everybody could give him a big wave and a shout out to Tim, thank you so much for all that you do for us. We'll give you your award. We'll send it with error code 0 and give it to you later. Thank you all very much.
Okay, while they do that logistics thing, we have another award, right, Aaron? Is that, no? Okay, we'll go to Plan B. All right. So, again, as I was getting into before I kick this off, bless you, what I wanted to do was to introduce this person. In fact, I believe, because back when I first started with First, it was in, was it 2006? This particular company, Boeing, that I work for, was part of First, but it wasn't really engaged at what I call at the rate, at the level it's at today. And I think if it wasn't for this person running so hard, making the phone calls, making the connections, Boeing would not be where they're at today with First. And this is what I'd like to tell you a little bit about this person. Boeing recently formed a corporate-wide program management office that is responsible for training, development, and engagement of a global engineering and product support workforce of nearly 50,000 employees. He brings his 30 years of experience of engineering and leadership, his program management background, his technology development, and the leadership development experience to this role here at First WA. He's also a Boeing executive that I love to look up to. I'd like to introduce Mr. Conrad Ball.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm not a big fan of long introductions. Thanks, Darin. But it's really great to be here and to celebrate this time with you. First, I want to say thanks to Eastern Washington University. What a great place this is. Hey, come on, give it up. Give it up. Great program. Just a couple of quick words. Boeing is into First big time. You know that. But so is Microsoft and Autodesk and so many other great groups. But we're in it for a reason. We're in it because we see how First unlocks the potential in these students, right? And it doesn't just unlock it, but it inspires you to do great things. And we need you to do great things. I'm just so excited when I come to these events and I think about where I will find you in 5 years, 10 years. It blows my mind. So thanks for being here. Congratulations for making it, and I wish you have a great time here. Just a couple of thanks. I said Eastern Washington, really appreciate that. The students, thanks for leaning into the program, making the most of it. I think this is going to be time very well spent for you. I can't tell you how many employees we have, engineers at Boeing, who look back at their time in First of giving them that first idea that they could do this. And they're off doing some important things for us today, right? I also want to thank all of our other sponsors, in First Washington and our partners in Oregon. We've got tremendous corporate support. They're all in it for the right reasons, and so I thank your continued support, all of you that are with us today. Always want to say thanks to the volunteers, right? How about giving it up for our volunteers? Thank you, all of you. All of you. Thank you. Give it up. It wouldn't happen without these people. Wouldn't happen. Yes. I especially like to see the volunteers that were on your side just a year or two before. So that's really, really cool. Also want to shout out to our extraordinary First Washington staff. You've met several of them. Come on, give it up. Adrian, Susan, everybody else. Yes. Yeah. And it's not just the staff, but I have the incredible pleasure working with on the board of First Washington and our partners in Oregon, ORTOP, just remarkable leaders. They see it. They see the value. They make the commitment. They make the connections, as Darin was saying, that really help build the system and the communities behind First that makes this all really work. So thanks to all the board members. You saw Dan Rosenstein here earlier. Certainly Kevin Ross is here. Mike Westfall's been around with us. So the board members really make it happen. But the people that I probably admire most in this, believe it or not, are the mentors and coaches. Come on, give it up. Yes, yes. So you got to realize, these mentors, these coaches, they've got day jobs. They have day jobs. They do incredible things at Boeing, at Microsoft, at Autodesk, all these things. They create the products, the services that, fuel our economies and all that, but then they still find the time and the energy to reach out and share what they know with you, right? I can't put a value on that. It's so incredible what they do. And so my appreciation for our volunteers, our mentors, our coaches, thank you from the bottom of my heart. So with that, I know you guys want to not hear more from me. You want to get on with the program. I'm going to hand it back to my best friend, Darin, and say thank you very much for having me here.
Guys, an introduction. That's for sure. All right. We got a cool facility. What do you guys think about this facility? Is this cool or what, right? Eastern Washington University has done some amazing stuff working with First WA. And because of that, they've given us this, helped us with this space, and down there and up here, and all of the whole building. I guess the dance was just amazing last night. People got to meet some new people. The dance pretty cool? So did you rock the house? Yeah, okay. So what we want to do is we want to introduce the president here of Eastern Washington University. We want to introduce Dr. Mary Culinen. Big hand.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning and welcome. I'm Mary Culinen, president of Eastern. How many of you have ever been on our campus before? Okay. Well, welcome. I'm sorry that I didn't, do a good job with the weather, but I know we've done a wonderful job in welcoming you and creating these wonderful spaces for you. I am so proud to be partnering with you all. I love it that you're here. Eastern is increasingly being known nationally as one of the best universities, public universities, to come for a STEM education. And more students are coming here interested in our computer science, engineering, and other STEM programs. We have faculty in all our disciplines who are focused on students and on student success. And so this is a perfect place for you all to be and to show off your skills. So I am here to welcome you and to wish you all the very best. This is such an exciting day for all of us. So thank you for being here, and I wish you the greatest of success.
Thank you, Mary. All right. And I'm going to get a quick plug that she didn't mention. They have some online courses. You can take online courses too. So they have online courses and things like that. So students, check into that. If you don't have to be here present, there's also the online courses and things you can work from there too. Now this next person, I don't know, I'm looking for the green and white hats. Oh, there you are. Okay, that'd be team 3674. This is somebody from that group. He's the marketing manager of Synthesis, and he's part of the Cloverbots up there. He was also a nominee of the Dean's List. We want to give a warm welcome to Mr. Everett Buck.
Thank you, Darin. I really appreciate it. Hello, FR teams. Who's excited for competition? Thank you, Darin. As he mentioned, my name's Everett Buck. I am a member of Team 3674, the Cloverbots, and I'm the marketing manager for Synthesis at Autodesk. Autodesk is a software company that is committed to helping you, the future generation. They do this in several ways. One way that they do this is they make sure that their software is free for students and mentors. This is incredible because it allows tens of thousands of people across the world to be able to develop the skills needed for CAD. Another way that they are able to help the next generation is by reaching out and donating time, resources, and financial aid. From sponsoring FRC teams to the PNW District Championship every year, Autodesk is committed to helping the next generation. I think that deserves a round of applause. Round of applause. 'Cause 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 Another way that Autodesk helps the next generation is through synthesis. Now, synthesis is a robot simulator that allows teams to take their robot CAD and code and test it on a virtual competition field. Synthesis is worked on by high school interns, high schoolers just like you, who come together every summer and work to make synthesis better. For example, last year they worked on improving the UI and the physics accuracy. Synthesis is how I became connected to Autodesk. When I first joined the Cloverbots, I didn't know much about Autodesk. I'd heard of them, but wasn't really familiar with the company. I heard about the internship from a teammate, and I decided to apply for the marketing spot. After I was interviewed and given the job opportunity, I started working last summer. Synthesis has been an incredible experience for a couple of reasons. First, having the ability to work with other students who were cooperative, hardworking, driven, and as addicted to robots as I am, has been amazing. Second, being able to work with full-time Autodesk employees who are able to reach out and help us with our product is an incredible growth opportunity. And finally, being able to work on the product that helps that first community is a perfect way to give a little back to a community that has given a lot to me. Synthesis isn't done though. We're still improving and we're gearing up. Where's the moans? There we go. We're gearing up for the upcoming summer, and we're excited to see what the next months have to offer. The applications for this summer for internship positions are online right now at bxd.autodesk.com, and they're due by April 16th, so make sure you turn yours in soon. Even if you don't apply, though, you can still play a vital role in the synthesis community. We're always looking for new people to test out our software and incorporate it into their teams, and we're always excited to see how teams benefit from using our product. If you have any questions about synthesis, feel free to contact us or stop by the Autodesk Lounge in the pits, and we'll say hi. With that, take a look at this video.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you, for you, for you, for you, for you, for you, won't you let the light shine through.
Thank you all for your time today, and have a great day of competition.
All right. Thanks, bud. That's really cool stuff. Oh, students, you got some really cool stuff out there. That's all I can say. Talking about cool stuff, we have some people here who work on cool stuff throughout their regular days where they actually get paid. And one of the people heading up these people is the judges, and it's our head judge from First. She's the judge king, head honcho, main person, the one that is like the judge of all judges for First. I want judges to stand up, give a warm welcome, and this is Cindy Stong. Thank you. All right. And hanging in the back, you know who they are. They're in their stations. They carry the red and blue flags. These would be our referees, headed up by Andy Eckel. And round out the introductions of our helpers, these guys have been poring over their robots, going through your ropes. We want to introduce our robot inspectors, headed up by Dan Rosenstein, hanging in the back with the funny hats. And he's reminded me that after match 118, they're going to start doing the robot inspections. If you are in place, whoa, this is kind of cool. Well, if you are in last place, you are to be inspected. I've seen the 63rd team be selected before, and the 64th, and the 60th. So everybody is up to happen because there may be that one thing that your robot is really good at that your alliance selection needs. So you never know, guys. You never know. There's that one thing you do. So keep that in mind as the top 8 get to select who their alliance selections will be. All right. So we did one Volunteer of the Year award. I want to shout out to Mr. Tim. How you doing, bud? He's an awesome guy. He got his Volunteer of the Year, but I've been told there's a second one coming out here. And I want to introduce, well, of course, you already know Adrian, but there's also another person that's going to be helping her with that. She's actually the president of First Washington. She's the one that kind of makes sure we get our job done right. I'm going to introduce Adrian Rimey and Aaron McClellan.
Thanks, Darin. Good morning, everyone. I know this has been a pretty special opening ceremonies, but it is my pleasure to make another award to a very special individual. As we all know, FIRST is filled with doers. Every single one of you, whether you've been involved just your first year or you've been involved close to 20 years. It's hard to believe that FIRST is soon to approach almost 30 years of being involved, but it still is a pretty new, young nonprofit when you think about it. So students out there, you see the doers as your mentors, coaches, volunteers, field reset, all of these wonderful people that make these events so magnificent. But what you may not see is necessarily the people that are working behind the scenes on the governance of First Washington and also the Pacific Northwest District. It is my pleasure to introduce the award recipient this year. Happens to be Conrad Ball. Conrad is a hard one to keep a secret from. Conrad has been a leader since First Washington established its own 501c3 in 2011. He saw that his role could really be very strategic in how do you not only grow a program to access more students across Washington State and across the Pacific Northwest, but how could we start a business model that could actually be scalable for other states? So thank you, Conrad, for your leadership and dedication. He started as a FRC coach, and now he's been our board chair for 2 terms, so we are very grateful. Thank you.
All right. Well deserved. A lot of work going on in the background that a lot of us don't see. So, and Conrad's is a key part of that. All right. So, what we want to do? Everyone wants to go play with robots, right? Yeah, I'm ready. Bring it on, baby. All right. For today, here's our agenda, so that the coaches and parents know what's going on. We're hoping to finish our qual rounds between 11:45 and 12, somewhere in there. That's the goal. And then we'll go right into alliance selection. So teams, as you finish your qual rounds, we need you to stand over on that side. I just made an executive decision. On that side. So students, again, as you finish your qual rounds, please send your captain or one student over to that wall, all right? And that'll be around, like again, I said, between 11:45 and 12. We'll do the selection for the tournament, and the top 8 teams are going to get to select their other 2 alliance partners, and then we're going to go into the tournament from, we'll go through the quals to the semis, and then to the ultimate finals, which is always really fun. Yeah. And then hopefully we'll get lunch and be back here around 1. I can find a good spot to stand so I can catch my signal. So as we do that, I'm thinking we all need to just stand up. Yeah? Come on, stand up. I can see you up there. Take off your hats, because one thing we want to do is introduce our Pacific Northwest Championship crew here that we've got fresh off their, they were doing a great little out, taking off, and, oh, you guys are set up? Okay, tear them up. Awesome job, you guys. Thank you. All right, and with that, that only means one thing. We need the pilots to come up and fire up their minion airships. And while they're doing that, we want to introduce, hide in the background, back there, let's give a big warm welcome to Mr. Brian Andrews.
Good morning, Cheney, Washington. Some exciting Pacific Northwest District Championship action is going to be coming at you all morning. We've got qualification matches 105 through 128, and then we're going to take it into Alliance selection. All right here on the stage. Stay tuned. We'll be back at you with some exciting kickoff to the start of the day in just a moment.